Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. We good, we good, we good, we live. All right, cool. Good looking out, bro, for telling me that. I just did my other league in fifth quarter. I went over all of that, and then now I realized that nothing was heard. Unbelievable, man. But yeah, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into this recap that what went down and see what we had go down, what we went down. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. But like I said, I had my boy Coach Coleman. The last fifth quarter I did, Coach Coleman told me that they blocked my video, right? Because we had Madden music playing. So guess what? We ain't doing no more Madden music. So now they won't have a reason to block me. So let's get into it. Any given Sunday. You probably say, yo, why any given Sunday? Because any given Sunday, you can lose. Any given Sunday, I could lose. Any given Sunday, anybody could lose. So we in week 12, AGS, getting closer to the playoffs. Some guys is talking reckless. Some guys is being humble. Either way, you got to get on the field. You got to make it happen one way or another, regardless of the fact. So without further ado, let's get into the recap. First up, we have Falcons and Pats. C. Bailey took it to Mad Max and the Patriots. The Patriots are going on a losing streak at the wrong time. They have now dropped about, I think, 4 in a row. They're trending in the wrong direction. A couple of weeks prior to that, about a month ago, their record was like 5-3 or something like that. They have now hit a wall, and you don't want to hit a wall in the second half of the season. So Patriots pretty much is kissing they playoff hopes goodbye. C. Bailey got a big win. He needed this. He lost his last game, bounced back, got a good performance this one. Good win for this Falcons team at home. Next, Eagles, Saints. Smurf, welcome back, bro. Once again, condolences to you and your fam. Glad to see you back. And you know, as you can see, you back like you never left. You know, you're still here. Just get ready for next season, bro. That's it. I know your record is terrible right now, but I always tell y'all, you can't always worry about the season, the current season. It's a franchise, baby. You got to worry about the other seasons. You got to build on your strengths. And then you got to cover up your weaknesses. But Philadelphia Eagles, Gas Nation, he been playing solid ball all year. He's going to be a tough out in the playoffs. He's been balling. I think he's the favorite to win that division. Although Washington been playing good ball lately themselves, so have the Giants. But the Eagles just been more consistent this whole season than both of them. So I think Philly is my pick to win that division. But we're going to see. What I'm saying don't mean nothing. This is all predictions. This ain't facts. But good win for the Eagles, man. He been playing good all year. And once again, he's taking care of his business. This time at home, 35-14. Next, we have myself against Washington. Man, what a game. First of all, we had him late in the game on third and long. He went passing play, and the ball tipped off, I guess, both our hands, bounced high in the air, and his guy caught it. ran like 30, 40 yards with it down. He got tackled, but that was it. That was the backbreaker right there. So, hey, man, it's football. You know, things like that happen. You know, fluke plays, trick plays, tip passes. That's all part of football. You know, he caught the break. He caught the break at the right time, and it paid off. He got the win. We gonna have to lock in because we can't afford too many more losses at all. So we put ourselves in a position where it's either go hard or go home. Next, we got Bills and Colts. This was a good game. Colts jumped out early in this one, started feeling himself, then blew the game. But I will say, even though he lost, if I'm the Colts, I'm encouraged. All right, I lost by 7, but I was up 14-0. I was up 14-0. You know, and even though he blew the game, man, I think this is probably the closest game Buffalo had all year. Buffalo been smoking everybody like a Lucy this season, but Colts gave him pretty much all he can handle, and listen, he almost pulled it off. He almost gave Bills his first loss of the season. Colts the real deal. I can tell you that now. He the real deal. Now, what might hurt him is him being overconfident. Sometimes you not having no confidence can hurt you, and sometimes you being overconfident can hurt you. But like I said, Colts can ball. But sometimes you could get in your own way and be your own nemesis. But no matter how you spin it, man, this is a good outing for this Colts team against an undefeated Buffalo Bills team. This was game of the week right here, and it did not disappoint. But fact of the matter is, Buffalo won. Buffalo still undefeated. Buffalo still number 1 seed. Buffalo right now is the favorite to win the whole thing. Next up, 49ers, Jags. Coach Coleman took care of BJ. BJ been struggling against everyone, but what I respect about him, he takes his beating like a man. He don't cry, he don't complain, he don't quit. You know, he takes his L's, and I'm telling you now, he's going to get better because he's getting a little taste of everybody, but he's learning at the same time. And I've seen guys, you know, lose to everybody before, have horrible seasons, and as time went on, the game got better. So trust me, BJ, your game will get better. Just stick with it. Next, we had Titans and Texans. Sneak took out Black Star. Sneak won 45-24, won by 21 points. And I don't know what's the situation with these two as far as their records for the season, but hey man, a win is a win, you know. And if the Titans season ain't over, this is the type of win blowing somebody out that you want to build on and make things interesting. Then we have Vikings and Packers. Yaba, he's getting hot at the right time. When I did the midseason report, I went over some teams that I felt like would step it up in the second half of the season. Like, you know, if you started out slow in the first half of the season, I said whether I expected you to pick it up in the second half of the season. If you started out hot the first half of the season, I said if I see you continue being hot or if I see you cooling off. I picked Minnesota to step their game up in the second half of the season. And guess what? They have been doing that exactly the same way I said it. They took out a Green Bay team who only had, I think, 1 or 2 losses on the season. This is a division game right here. I told y'all before, Yapa knows how to ball. He had a little inconsistent start, but he's getting to pick it up at the right time. I keep telling y'all, this is a marathon, not a sprint. It ain't how you start It's how you finish. So even though the Vikings didn't start off good, they playing good. They got themselves in a position where they got a shot for the division. You know, they in wild card. If they don't get the division, they in wild card discussion. That's all you can ask for. Minnesota's playing hella ball right now, and I just had to let them know that I noticed it. I've been talking about it. Keep doing what you're doing. Next, we had Raiders and Bengals. Born Ready took out Trey Dog. This is a tough one for the Bengals to take because his Bengals team ain't get off to the best starts this season. And the Raiders, he needed this one too because that whole division over there in the AFC West is upside down. So it's a good win for the Raiders. And Bengals, they battled, but just couldn't pull it out. They lost by 3. This one hurts because Bengals is pretty much on the verge of missing the playoffs. But it's still a little over a month left to play. So it's still time to make some last second pushes, but this is it. This is the final stretch. Playtime is over. Next we had Cards and Seahawks. Murph blew out the Seahawks 38-21. Cards been playing good ball all year. They ran into a couple of little stumbling blocks. You know, a couple of fearsome losses. You know, got their record looking worse than what it should be. But, you know, it happens. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing about Fair Sims, the one thing you know for sure, somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Or it could be a tie, which is very rare. But, you know, good win for the Cards. It's a division opponent. And if any Seattle had any type of aspirations of making some noise in that division, this would have been the game to get. But Murph made sure, he said, not on my watch. Good win for the Cards. Next, we got Chiefs and Cowboys. No defense showed up this game. 49-42. Cowboys, man, there they go, take another loss. Cowboys been inconsistent all season. You know, I expected a whole lot more better performance from this Dallas Cowboys team. They just have not pieced it together. The defense giving up way too many points, and that's the main issue right now. They got to tighten up over there in their defense. But Chiefs got the win. Wouldn't have really mattered, honestly, as far as the Chiefs, because that whole division is upside down. But, hey, I'll take the win. Then we got Steelers and Chargers. BS took out E-Ball 34-24. E-Ball's been off to a terrible start everywhere. He got some catching up to do when it comes to this Madden. But listen, just got to get the reps in, E. Get the reps in, you'll be alright. Because I'm telling you right now, the more reps you don't get, that's double the reps people in your league is getting. So he got to figure it out. Good one for this Charger team. Next, Giants and Bucks. Bucks took care of business in a major way. He won 31-10. This Giants team looked like they ain't have a shot at all. They were the number one league. They were leading the league in rushing. I believe they still are. But they didn't get off to a great start this game. That's for sure. So Giants gonna have to regroup after this one because they're in a dogfight over there in the NFC East. You know, Bucks pretty much got his division signed, sealed, and delivered. You know, but Giants, you're gonna have to battle. You know, you're gonna have to battle. And that's what it's about, though, right? That's what we're here for. We're here for the competition. So yeah, G-men, gotta shake this off. Move right along next week. Week 12, current week. Steelers and Bengals. Steelers and... Hold on, I'm bugging. Bears and Lions. Money Mascot going against Chemical Bay. I haven't really been seeing Chemical Bay like that in the chat. Nothing. I don't even know if Money Mascot spoke to him or what. But I'm gonna go ahead and set this now. Next, we had Raiders and Cowboys. Once again, Cowboys gave up a whole lot of points. Right about now, I think it's a mental thing more than anything. Because even in my other league with his team, Cowboys giving up a ton of points. The user is Dre. He's giving up a ton of points. So right now, it's something going on in his psyche where he feel like he just can't make a stop. He just can't get a stop. He's giving up over 40 points everywhere you look and turn. Not just 40, over 50. He's been doing that lately. He's going to have to figure it out. He's doing something wrong, but he just haven't figured out what he's doing wrong. You know, that's the whole thing about it. You can know you're wrong about something, but if you ain't figured out what it is, that could be a problem. But Cowboys, they look like they pretty much they stand on their last leg. They're gonna have to make a run to finish the season off like on some type of crazy winning streak. Because right now they are in serious bad condition of missing the playoffs. Next we got Smurf going against P. Earl. Smurf looking for his first win of the year. Unfortunately, the only chance I give Saints in this game is if P. Earl come in this game feeling like he could just experiment. Other than that, I'm taking Bills in this one, 41-16. Next we got Bucks and Colts. This game was already played actually. Bucks won 27-19. Colts dropped 2 straight. It's not a terrible thing. You lost to 2 good opponents, you know. But that's why sometimes it's good to just, you know, stay in your lane. Because when you start talking crazy and you don't back it up, you know, it comes back to hit you hard. You know, but again, I respect the Colts handle. I know he could play. You know, he just let's not forget, he does have the Colts with no trades or nothing. So yeah, he's a baller, man. He's a baller. He know how to get the job done. You know. And the close out. No. Not the close out. What address is that? Bucks and Colts. Yeah, so the Colts dropped his last 2. I'm sure he's waiting to get back on the field week 13 to right the wrongs that he's been doing lately. But good win for this Colts team. I mean, good win for this Bucks team. And these type of wins elevate your morale, your confidence, all of that. Good win for the Bucks. Next we got Jets and Texans. Black Star been struggling something terrible everywhere you look and turn. I'm going with the Jets in this one. Give me the G-Men, 38-19. Next, Eagles, Giants, Gas Nation. Took out Rocket, 49-20. As I said before, Gas Nation been playing solid ball all year long. So why would he stop now? And it's a tough one for the Giants because he's starting to trend in the wrong direction. I think he lost last week too. So he's heading in the wrong direction fast. But G-Man gonna have to figure it out. Like, fast. Next, myself against Dolphins. Dolphins, they waiting for next season because they came and took over this Miami team. So I'm just gonna set that. Titans and Patriots. Patriots, they've been on the losing side of things lately. So I'm gonna go with the Titans, man. Titans been making it do what it do lately. You know, he's trying to put it together. So yeah, I'm going with the Titans in this one over the Pats. Pats ain't playing with no swag, no confidence in nothing. Give me Titans this week over the Pats. And I'll go something like I'll go 31-27. Next, Steelers and Bengals. E-Ball going against Trey Dog. E-Ball has been everything except good. So I'm going with the Bengals. Bengals lost a heartbreaker last week. So I definitely got the Bengals to bounce back and get the win this week. Give me Bengals over the Steelers, 34-17. Next we have Falcons and Jags. He barely took out BJ. Yeah, at this point, like I say, long as the excuse me, long as BJ keep playing, he's gonna be alright. You know what I mean? He's gonna be alright. But Falcons got the win over the Jags. Next, we got Big Rico and Chargers. Big Rico and Broncos going against on some BS chart in the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, as far as with this, now I seen what was going on in the chat earlier. I seen stuff that Rico was saying. I seen all of that. And you know what? I understand all of that. It wouldn't even be no issues to even talk about. But the problem with Rico is that I told you before, you always the last of the Mohicans. You always one of the last people to get your games played, you know, and you know, you can't just keep getting fair sims. And when I say you, I ain't talking about you directly at this moment. I'm saying when I say you, I'm talking about anybody. You can't just be fair simming your way, you know, in and out of playoffs. You know, the thing about it is that we need guys that's gonna play. Plain and simple, even if you're gonna lose. You know, you can't. The objective when you go and face a team in the playoffs is not to be beat by him. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Man, I didn't see that. But yeah. So yeah, man, like we need guys that's gonna play. Like, you know what I mean? Like, even if you out, like you gotta you know, you gotta play spoilers to people. Like, we're not looking for fair sims. Like, you know, for guys that keep getting a lot of fair sims, you're not gonna keep getting the benefit of doubt. You're gonna start getting forced losses because you can't just keep getting a bunch of fair sims. We're not here for that. And if you keep getting fair sims against all your opponents, then you can't keep telling me it's your opponents. You know. Now I hope y'all two get a chance to work something out and play. But again, you can't always be the guy to play on the last day of advance. I mean, if that's cool, I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying when you're the same person every week that's playing, that's one of the last games to be played, or you're that person that's always getting a fair sim, nah, man, you ain't gonna keep getting the benefit of the doubt. It's gonna turn into forced losses. You know, that's how we just trying to move, man. We ain't trying to get no fair sim. We're trying to get people that's gonna play. And I'm not even saying people not playing. People's playing their games, but I mean, you got a couple of guys that, you know, it's almost like they be playing when it's like, you know, absolutely on their time. Like, and that's not really cool, you know. So we trying to figure this thing out, man. And like I said, moving forward, guys that's getting a lot of fair sims, you ain't gonna be getting no fair sims. Even if you say it's a fair sim, it's gonna be a forced loss. You know, because we ain't here for that. We ain't doing that. You know, so you guys that get a lot of fair sims, figure it out. Because if you don't, it ain't gonna be no fair sim. It's gonna be forced losses. But if they play, I'll go with the Broncos in this one if they play. I'll go 24-20. Next, we got Rams and Packers. Packers, I think he dropped his last two. Going against a Rams team who I'm pretty sure are going to come in and do work. I'm going to take the Rams this week. Packers coming off a loss last week, and it ain't going to get any easier. It's only going to get harder. So give me them boys. And when I say them boys, them Rams boys. So I'll take the Rams over the Packers. I'll go 32-22. Next, we had Coach Coleman. 49ers win against Java, Minnesota Vikings. This was a good game right here. You know, Niners got the win by 11, but I told y'all, Coach Coleman is a baller, man. He takes what you give him. Plays real smart. You know, he's another guy's gonna be a tough out come playoff time. Trust me when I tell you, a tough out. But nevertheless, good win for this Niner team. And Vikings, you've been hot, so ain't no need to chip off of this. Just shake this off. It's spilled milk now. It's spilled milk. Nothing you can do about it. Just come back next week and rewrite your wrongs. Next we got Ravens and computers. I'm gonna set that for the Browns. To close out the week, we had a game that was already played. Seattle went against Washington, and Washington won by 2. Washington been getting some crazy wins lately as far as like getting things go his way. But you know what? We all need that every now and then. You know, we all need a little break. You know, but Washington been playing good ball, man. So I'm saying, Eagles, gas station, you been playing great ball, but you can't afford to take your foot off the gas against this team. So, Washington is definitely in the dogfight in the NFC East, and the way it's looking, it's going to come down to about the final couple of weeks of the season before we have a win over there. But like I said, for right now though, Gas Nation is still gassing. He's still doing what he do, and Washington knows he got to stay in cahoots with him to make sure he don't get left. But yeah, that's the recap. That's the predictions. Playoffs is almost here around the corner. Still a lot of football left to be played. But again, we're in the final stretch of the season. This is it. We are in the final stretch of the season, so it's time to lock in, and it's time to get into your bag, get into what it is you like to do. By now, it shouldn't be no more experimenting. It should be you already know what you're coming to do. So, with that being said, I'll see y'all on the next 5th quarter. And that is, what's today? Wednesday? Tomorrow is advanced. Yeah, tomorrow is advanced. So, I'll see y'all in the next 5th quarter tomorrow. Till then, get your game tight. Get ready for them playoffs. And rock out. I'm going.